learned to an election. Live in the hills, but I still get a spread. Started with a little, but I still reinvest it. Fear how I feel, then you feel like a blessing. I just want the lesson, I just want protection. I'm up and I'm down, but they sound like progression. Farmer never plans if he waits for perfection. Finger to the down, hold it down, we gon' get it. Working it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, hello. I hope you had a wonderful week. I hope you're having a wonderful weekend. Today, we're going to talk about airline stocks. You see the title, and this is very, 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 very important, okay? What I'm telling you guys right here, right now, it's very simple. Again, none of this is a recommendation or advice, but we're going to make some very clear different distinctions in this video and what we need to talk about. And it's if you are an accredited investor or not, if you have investing experience or not. Again, and regardless, because again, a lot of people are talking about this. I'm saying this isn't a recommendation. This is information. I strongly encourage you to take this information, other videos on YouTube, go read some history, go ask, ask other people, just get a lot of information before making an investment decision, before buying a stock, before putting your savings into anything right now. But specifically, we are going to talk about airline stocks. But we're going to do this video a little different if you've watched the video. So make sure you guys like the video, all that. But I mean, we're here on quarantine. I mean, this is the reality of the situation, my friends. This is where we're at, and things are different. So I'm sitting here eating in my car. So I thought we're gonna just do a mukbang. It's gonna be a mukbang so that you don't mukbang your portfolio. Okay, that's pretty much what it is. But I think this setting's beautiful. So we got the Lord's chicken here. Again, we're gonna have fun with this. We got the Lord's chicken. I'm excited to break down this airline thing. And again, I'll try to do it. I won't eat too much. I'm gonna get straight to the point. I won't be too entertaining. But it's the weekend. I usually don't post these videos on Friday, so I said if we're going to do it on Friday, we better have some fun. I mean, there's like a new 6, I guess the weekend. We could relax, but we could talk about this point. And, I mean, it's even better. Like, look, there's a boat. Like, literally, like, I don't want the bag. I want the boat. There's literally a boat right there. And then, wait for it. Wait for it. Come on. Come on. He's out. Hold on. We're going to get these guys. He's going on all that. Hold on. There it. Out. There it is. Beautiful. But take a gander. That's a boat. And that boat's been sitting there for a long time. Again, just the world's different. All right, so we got a lot to talk about. Let me set this camera up and let's talk about this. Okay, so this is our setup. It's a little weird. You guys aren't going to see me. Here's some of the Lord's chicken. Amen. We'll pray for it. I didn't pray. I dived in. I'm sorry. Forgive me. But Lord, please bless this food. Thank you for the coke. Thank you for everything else. And yeah, amen. I'm just trying to get to the point. I understand this is a little weird. I'm getting used to this, but right off the bat, what I want to talk about is the airline stocks and why you shouldn't buy them. And this is my opinion, and this is what I'm saying. Get information from as many places as you can, but the whole point of this is why we're saying this, and like my logic is like, I don't want people getting hurt, especially if you're not familiar with investing, you don't have investment knowledge, and you're just trying to get a quick 50%, 100%, or you think the stock is going to go up, whatever reason. And that is a big part of it. Really understand your goals if you're going to make an investment like this. I mean, trading it, day trading it, that's a whole different topic. But I'm talking about like people throwing a bunch of money trying to buy stocks like the airlines, even the cruise lines and like casinos. I get asked this question a lot, and it's just really, really important because you have to understand what you're doing. And what I mean by that is just simply your goals. So, I'm really liking this chicken. But I'm just worried that people are going to end up buying Wall Street's junk. And that's the thing. It's like, it's not like I'm saying this to keep the little guy down and I don't want you guys to make money. It's like, I don't want you getting hustled. And that's what's happening. Because some people are like, well, it's a great opportunity to dip by these. But the number one key is dividends. And this is what I would say. If a company recently cut its dividends, you should think twice about buying into that company. Because it doesn't matter whatever reason, it just something has fundamentally changed about that company. Honestly, I think I didn't even plan this. This is your best example. Straight up. You see this shit? That's gold. This Chick-Fil-A sauce, okay? This, the Lord's chicken, okay? Chick-fil-A chicken. But here's the thing you have to realize. If they stop selling Chick-fil-A sauce, this is a whole different chicken. I don't like it. I would not eat this. You see, we got the, you could give me buffalo sauce as a secondary, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes you may cut the dividend, you might have a little growth, you might have some buffalo, and that's fine. Everybody loves buffalo, but the minute you cut the Chick-fil-A sauce, that's a different product. And that's what I'm saying, is that if you go out trying to buy, and you're like, wow, well, their Chick-fil-A is going to sell all these chickens, you know, Carnival and Delta is going to sell all these fights. It's like they're selling something different now. And again, the situation is unique, and this is the whole point of what I'm saying, is that this world we're living in is crazy. Like, honestly, like, I'm sitting in my car eating, and like, you know, this is a big deal. Like, man, like, Chick-fil-A chicken's a big deal right now. Like, people got going out, it's crazy. And that's what I'm saying, is that this is why people are making moves, even like Buffett cutting out and doing all this. But the whole idea is get more clarity and then make an investment decision. Don't get this FOMO to buy the dip on some of these stocks. It's like, you are going to have time. Like, even then, look at, even stocks are going to have volatility. It'll go up and down. But if you're looking to invest, if you're looking to get a return at the end of the year, end of 5 years, 10 years, you're not, who cares what it's doing in the short term? It really does. That's going to be quick, but you're going to see by the end of the day, end of the year, end of 5 years, the stocks are going to end up at a certain spot, you know, and realistically, they're not going to move that much. Again, a company, and that's what you guys have to realize, a company like a cruise line and the airlines, Delta, and even the casinos, they're already built out. They were already behemoths. That's why their crushing and falling is so bad, because of how big they are. And it's not like those companies are like Walmart. Walmart is everywhere. Airlines are everywhere. The cruise ships, you know, they control the industry. They make a lot, but it costs a lot of money to run some of these. They have set margins, and they've had set margins for the last 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years for the most part. And now that's changing because of this. But again, those companies are, you know what they're going to make and what they're going to earn. It's not like you're buying into a growth company like Facebook or Amazon, where they could, you know, it's not like the Delta isn't going to come out with AWS cloud services on their airplanes, or come up with something that's just going to give them a whole brand new company. It's not going to be like Apple, where they're going to have the Delta services section or Delta Tunes, you know? It's just, again, it's completely different with what you're buying in the sense of, now, you don't need to have this FOMO. These companies aren't going to experience crazy growth. So if you're trying to make an investment and buy, and now again, this is the next level. It's like, what's happening? Like, the world's changing, and like, you want to profit off of it. People, you're seeing ads, you're seeing people, what are they saying? They're like, oh, it's the best time to buy. Like, you're a fool if you don't take advantage of it. It's like, there's really, you know, don't speak too soon and just wait, because it takes time. I mean, honestly, a Chick-fil-A, man, that's my dividend, you know what I'm saying? Don't ever cut that dividend. Lightning tips. Sorry, but yeah, but like I'm saying, it's premature to say, like, this is when you want to buy, because it's early. I'm saying, I feel kind of like 2007 and 8, where like all of this stuff was happening. It's in the middle of the market changing, in the middle of the shift, or the middle of the shock, you know, the shock and then the fallout. I feel like, is this what people were doing, like with house flipping? Where, like, you know, I feel like I'm looking at people flip houses in 07, 08, when they're like, we're going to dip buy this stuff. It's like, wait a little bit, but at the same time, and that's what I'm saying, do your due diligence. If you're willing to take the risk, if you're an accredited investor and you have that risk, you know, tolerance, you know about dividends and margins and value and EBITDA and stuff like that means something to you, and you have money and you've made investments before and you understand the risks, you've lived through something like this, then by all means take it. And if you think you know enough, I mean, go ahead. But I'm just saying, get more information. But if this is in the middle of something shifting, and it's going to take time. Be patient to really see the opportunities of where to put the money. But, you know, it's not like we read the stories when you're like, people took advantage of a crisis or crash. No story was like, right after the shock, within 30 days, 60 days, 120 days, this person bought this, Rockefeller did this, and then they made all this money. No, it didn't happen like that. Michael Burry, it didn't happen like that. It's nothing like this, where, you know, it's the fallout and the creation, you know, the fall of the Soviets in the 80s. That was the Cold War, you know, think about that. There was a fallout, and then it created economic opportunities. There's that one movie, that guy bought like a submarine. There was people buying motorcycles and helicopters from a government that didn't exist, and now there's empty factories. I know people in LA, they made a fortune off of it back in the 80s. Even the Iranian Revolution, big stuff happens, but it's in the fallout, not buying or doing something right after. It's the new system or the new thing that it creates following. So that's what I'm saying, man. And this is just this is the basic message I could give. Just be careful. Again, slow down, get information. You don't need to force it. And buying right now, it's not wait till things change, because fundamentals could change and the prices won't follow yet. But don't underestimate how impatient you are being by buying now and what that will cost you. Just look at the timeline and just slow down. And that's what I'm saying. And if you know what you're doing, again, do your thing. But what I'm trying to say is that, especially for new people, just be careful. And again, get information. Get more and more information. So take whatever I'm saying into account and take into consideration what other people are, and then ultimately make your decision if you want to do it. And then at the end of the day, the best thing I like to say is, like we've said, is have something, have a plan in mind. What's your goal? What you doing this for, And that will tell you a lot, and that will definitely help out a lot. But I think that's pretty much it. I'm going to leave you guys with that. My conclusion is do not buy the AIRLINE stocks. My conclusion is do not buy AIRLINE stocks. What am I saying? And really just get information and understand things are changing. You want to take advantage of it. Give it time. Let the gap form. Let the inefficiency create different things, and understand what you truly want with your investments and what you're looking to do. And we're gonna find it. You know what I'm saying? We'll find the opportunity, and you guys will notice. Even Bitcoin, there's gonna be so much time to get into opportunity. If you really, what I'm trying to tell you is that, think about The Big Short. You had so much time to get that during that moment. If you really think about it, just people didn't want to, and that's what I'm saying. When we see it, we will see it. It will be just like TLT and any other dumb shit where other people won't. They're gonna disagree, but we will see it. It will make sense. Almost as much sense as not buying them right now. So hopefully you get what I'm saying. I hope this helps you. I love you all. Hopefully you enjoyed this mukbang. I got to eat and knock out the video, so I think it was a win-win. God bless you. And man, shout out to Cole. See you tomorrow.